Good evening, folks. Is it? Yes, it's us. We're here.
We're here.
We're here. We're doing the YouTubes. Oh yeah, baby. Good evening. Welcome to Gobbler Games. This is Mercy the Icons, the Last Cyclade, Act 3, in the Shadow of the Zenith. Episode.
Stop looking puzzled now because my YouTube was buffering still.
Oh, is this straight to you?
Straight to YouTube.
Okay.
Straight to YouTube.
I'm like, is it...
No, I appear to have informed everybody except my husband that we are on YouTube, which seems a small oversight there.
Right?
Small oversight there. I apologise. But yeah, here we are on the YouTubes. This makes it easier for me to upload the thing, and then all I have to do is be responsible for also now making this into a podcast. So yay, welcome. If you're joining us for the first time for this part of the adventure, that's good because we're sort of at a new part of the book. New things are going to happen. If you are from somewhere that has read the book, please don't spoil anything because the three players haven't, and this act is brilliant. Basically, like. Oh, I should say hello to everybody. Oh, Pete's taking a drink. So, Ben, how you doing, my friend?
Oh, put on the hot seat. Hello. Yes, I'm here.
You're here.
I'm well.
I just realised we've both put the same background on.
Yes.
But if I sit here, it looks like I'm in the emissary's position.
It does.
It looks like rabbit ears.
Yeah, also. But less about me. More about you, my friend. Are you well?
Yes.
Good. Are your 7,000 games well?
Some are better than others, yeah.
Good.
But yes. Home game yesterday. I managed to face hugger a player, an alien.
That's very difficult to do.
Yeah.
You have to make the appropriate rolls and get them
I know,
right.
and they danced around that alien egg so carefully.
Know that feeling. There was a Facebook group, so the Alien Facebook group, they were asking about what was your favourite death, and I actually Graham was playing in this game as well, because it was Graham's character who died. Remember when Gaz shotgunned the alien straight into your character?
Other way around.
Oh, sorry, you shotgunned Gaz's. We shotgunned an alien in the police station in a published scenario, and then we had to quickly look up acid splash room rules, and my dear friend Gaz, his character died of acid splash. But in said Facebook group, I posted this, and they were like, "Oh, I still remember a ranger's death." What do you remember, Ranger from the dog sold when Dan went, "I rolled a 66," and we all went, "Oh."
It's beautiful. He loved rolling those high criticals, didn't he?
Went through so many characters he did. On
Mhm.
4 by the end of the campaign. 4. But yeah, alien deaths. Well done. Appreciate that.
Literally character building.
Yes, literally.
Hmm.
Really. Graham, are you well?
I am indeed. Yep. Yeah, pretty good.
Good. Good.
It's weird asking like someone, but I realise it's for the.
It's not just for me.
But I'm like, oh.
There are many people who have not seen your face nor heard your voice for
She wasn't listening to you earlier on, Graham.
for many weeks, especially if you were a podcast fan. And I just uploaded, I think it was like 16 in a row. I appreciate your endeavours.
That's only 1/20th of the whole show, though, isn't
I
it?
know. We're on. This is session 44 of this campaign. That
Yeah.
doesn't include Emissary Lost
Book 1.
or Last Voyage of the Ghazali, which are on the same feed.
Well, that sounds like a lot. I think we have a lot. I haven't. Oh, it's just. Yeah, I'm pretty good for the benefit.
Excellent, thank you. And Pete,
Hello.
have you got D12s falling out your ears yet?
I was making little videos for D12s cascading, and I was making like dreamy like scenescapes. Got a bit carried away. But yes,
Roll
I'm
them down.
yeah, I was tempted. I was tempted to get like a sheet of glass and roll D12s past my face with a weird
yes.
look through. But I thought that might put people off the Heroic Deeds Kickstarter, which is coming up on the 1st of February. So yeah, I've been working hard on that. I'm gonna show it again.
Oh, it's
There
a
you go.
good book.
It's a good
There
book.
you go.
I saw
Cool
it in
having that
person.
book as well.
I saw it in person at Dragon Meet. It looked pretty.
It's
Same book.
that's a 5th of the final book, and that's available on Drive-Thru RPG for free right now with pre-gens and a dungeon, and enough for you to play the whole game. So yeah, and
Excellent.
there's a link in the chat, and there'll be one below.
Oh, you playing that
After.
on Godlike?
We play it Thursday nights.
Yep.
Yep, we're doing the Red Hand of Doom campaign with Heroic Deeds. Yes, indeed.
Very cool. I'm impressed. So there was a reason I didn't ask, because normally I ask how you are and then also how your character is. And there's a reason why I didn't do that this week, is because everybody died. New characters introduce yourselves. No, everybody did not die. If you're on the Discord, you would have seen in the Coriolis chat last Tuesday, the Coriolis channel, a couple of rolls from Pete for Yusuf. Yeah. Because we dealt with some things that happened between the last session where we crashed our ship. Our ship was shot down on the Death Spider planet. In the process of trying to escape after we did our mission for the Covenant of Cuddles, also known as the Covenant of the Merciless, and we had to off a lot of folks.
And implode an evil space temple.
And implode an evil space temple, and not kill Aziz's girlfriend's village. We only did 2 out of the 3.
I don't even
2 out of 3
killed
ain't bad.
everyone. Wasn't there like a couple of people that weren't there, and then we got blown up?
Yeah, that's the other thing. We don't know if we actually completed the mission. We haven't really reached out to the Draconites or Alarms Temple to find out if we are best mates still. And we had a very difficult journey from the Death's planet to Coriolis. On the way, Silsila had to hold his insides in because there was an injury. And then we had a very, in my brain, it looked very much like something out of The Expanse, where we were basically put in a FedEx box and pointed a dock on Coriolis, and we wound up there. Well, yeah, also that, but not so cell shaded. But yeah, we've returned to Coriolis. While we were here, we sort of made our way from the cellar to a sort of hidden room, and we slept a night. During the night, Yusuf heard some music, and so did Shanaz. Because we spent some XP. Shanaz, what did Ben? Sorry, character and person confusion there. Ben, what did you spend Shanaz's XP on?
I spent Shanaz's XP getting a point of the Mystic Power's ability, not a Mystic Power, because I'm fed up with people constantly getting into my head and trying to use Mystic Powers on me.
Fair.
So I have been practicing my meditative techniques, and
That's normally me.
it's not you. That's not the. If it was you, that wouldn't be quite so bad. But it's all these weird alien psychics, and if we're going to be dealing with them again, I wanted to protect myself against them.
Fair. Graham, what did you spend Silsila's XP on, or are you still thinking?
I realised that I did not. I don't know, maybe I should take Medicaid. Maybe Silsila realises that absolutely none of us know one end of the spider droid that's controlled from the other. So, yeah.
Okay, so you're going to maybe take a point in Medicurge.
I might do, yeah.
Okay, but you're still thinking on it.
I quite like it to be, like, narratively.
Okay, so you're going to hold on to your XP. But we've got an idea. Maybe he's going to look up some manuals after caring for his intestines that nearly killed him.
It's either that or infiltrations. The next time no one knows where I am.
Well, this time they didn't catch you. They shot your ship.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Yeah, they just went for the bigger target rather than... So you're thinking about it. Pete, did Yusuf have some points to spend, or are you sitting on them for a bit?
Yes. Spent some points, and also, just to copy Ben, you know, I got some Mystic Powers.
Did you up
Oh
your,
yeah, totally original.
Yeah.
up your score or take another talent?
Up my score. I got enough talents. Talents coming out my wazoo.
Yeah. So
yeah. So
and we used your talents to do a little bit of spying in between then and here, didn't we? Because we looked at the mystics, the mystic cult that was on the Coriolis station that you convinced to go down to Kua. Do you remember what Yusuf saw?
Someone was in a room, and there was some questioning going on. There was a chap in the room with her, and I can't remember what he said though.
He was trying to get her to concentrate to use her powers
Oh
better.
yes, to focus and actually do her power.
Yeah. Was trying to encourage her to more meditatively buy our friend who we funded from the Black Hands, Lakbakai, Zahira. Remember, we met her last time we were here on Coriolis. We gave her a bunch of money to fund the dock workers so that they would be able to A, eat, but B, also go up against the conscription of the Humanites and maybe keep this union going. She contacted us. She is very glad you've arrived on Coriolis and has a mission or has a favor that she must ask. She will meet you in the Garden of the Seekers the morning, like first watch after you've arrived. So you've arrived, you've had time to rest, and then the next, like towards the end of the first watch, so before lunch, she will meet you in the Garden of the Seekers, which we all know is quite a public place.
Yeah, I was going to say, are we cool with that? That's like a public place.
Yeah, well, we'll try and sort of hang around. How much of a garden is it?
So it's like
large plants. Is there shade?
Yeah,
you know,
there's
that kind
there's
of thing.
lakes and bridges and like it's tiered. It's almost amphitheater. During Pilgrimaria, it'll be very busy.
Oh yeah, there's a crowd who can hide.
Yeah, there's right? You know, it's the Seeker's Garden. It's the Seeker's representation on Coriolis. It's quite, you know, it's a circular. They like circles. These Seekers.
Who doesn't like a good circle?
Yeah, there's normally like troubadours, like jugglers and entertainers there as well. Probably like coffee stands and street food going on there. So it is quite like a busy public place.
If any wanted, snuck in here, both your passport control or anything.
I don't think we're explicitly wanted, but we don't want to be too
A lot
visible,
of
right?
interested parties. Is that what
Yeah,
Mhm.
and they
I mean,
have
at the minute,
access
there's
to cameras.
really only about 2 or 3 people that know we're even here.
Hmm.
Yeah, but there's about 50 people who, if they did know we were here, would come.
Oh, yeah,
down on us
absolutely.
quite quickly. So,
Yeah.
You've got
And a lot of them
imagine
have
in the
got
Third Horizon.
legal enforcement powers. So.
exactly. Access
Mhm.
to video cameras.
Exactly, yeah. There must be like facial recognition and stuff like that.
You can take small steps to mitigate that with your, the way.
Shaking your head really fast.
Yeah, shaking your head really fast.
Wearing a veil.
Rapid rubber dinghies, bro. But yeah, you can shake your head really fast, or as Shanaz might, wear a veil. Avoid certain like places, and maybe wear a hat. Don't always travel together, because obviously if they're looking for all 3 of you, maybe one of you'll get past, and the other 2 could go as a couple. Looking at Yusuf and Silsila.
It's the more realistic couple.
Down the promenade.
100%, yeah.
Fruit Bros.
Absolutely.
I'll avoid going to Alcamars.
Yeah, can't go to Alcamars yet. So
Go there and pretend you can't pay, but never believe it.
there's
I've never paid.
Go there and actually pay?
Ah, there you go.
there's options. There's ways to sort of avoid the attention if you are mindful of it.
Yeah, we'll stick to shady parts, and we'll hide amongst the crowd, and something over.
I've got a little bit of infiltration.
Mm-hmm.
We know Silsila's got a little bit of infiltration. I suspect that Yusuf might have a smidge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So do you all have at least a point in infiltration? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, yeah. We will not need to make a roll. You can make some basic kind of. I mean, Yusuf's escaped from slavery. Silsila has obviously been some sort of military operative, and Shanaz has had to, leave places discreetly.
Shanaz just has to wear boring clothes, and no one will recognize her.
Yeah.
And they'll be like,
Also highly trained in the art of discretion.
Yeah.
that's what I said.
Could like have really bad eye makeup.
Yeah.
Just
really
wonky
old,
eyeliner.
Out of, not
there are
good
limits.
friends.
Oh yeah, you
There
could
are things
all
I won't
use.
do.
You could all use umbrellas.
What's the Third Horizon equivalent of like Primark?
I don't know.
Anyway, whatever that is, we'll go shopping there for you.
But we're all
Limits.
we're all skilled in one way or the other.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
for the most part, we won't be sort of picked up immediately, scraped off the street, and held in front of whoever finds us first.
Then we'll detonate.
In the hours between waking,
You have to activate them with your thumb like this.
in the hours between waking up and the meeting with meeting in the Seeker's Garden, is there anything you specifically want to do, or are you just going to like?
I've been stuck in a box for like the last cramped in a container with these guys, so I'm probably going to go and have some private time, just listen to the song.
Okay. So Yusuf's gonna take some time to himself. Silsila, you got anything you specifically want to do?
Yeah, there must be like rumor mongers and gossip merchants. I might go and be a tourist, get to know the Coriolis news.
Okay. I mean, the biggest news is you sort of like head out, maybe to go and get some baklava and coffee and whatever. Other breakfast goods are available. They're just my favourites. The news is obviously all about the upcoming election for the Coriolis Council. There are bulletins, like broadcasts. Every other thing is some sort of representative, paid for by the People's Front for Zenithian Harmony. and it's like some representative up at the front. Let's see.
What is specifically is Desserin Kai on Coriolis?
No, part of the reasoning for the election, Desselin Kai is not here. He's not returned. They think he's been either held kidnapped by the martyr folk, the Order of the Pariah, or some Corsair pirates have picked him up, and his family haven't issued, made a statement about ransom or anything like that. So for the most part, people are thinking he's probably some sort of kidnap gone wrong or that kind of stuff.
Or maybe he was rescued by intrepid heroes who then passed him off to a security detail and recommended that he lie low and keep a low profile so as to avoid being horribly brainwashed by evil people.
Or maybe that, yeah. That's certainly not what the bulletin is saying, but that is also an option. But no, Desrin Kai isn't there. What is this one? So yeah, on the bulletin in the amphitheater, here's our next candidate, Soba Hernan. Tell me why voters should elect you to the Council of Factions. This middle-aged, light-skinned woman, she has like this flat cap on. Very discreet Zenithian makeup here because they like this sort of gold paint and things with the family sort of marks and things on it. Hers is there, but it's like discreet. Like, I am Zenithian, but I'm not, too overt with it. She looks at the camera and she's like, well, my platform is one of Third Horizon unity. Something I'm especially passionate about after the tragedy in Uharu. There are riches and resources out there that are kept from the people because of cultural bias and ancient conflicts. Now with the Janghagia fleet disappearance, time has come for the less developed systems, such as those in the quadrant of the pillar, to accept their place in the true community of the Third Horizon. We must evolve, embrace, and move together into this new era for our horizon. And then, there's like more sort of like people nodding in an audience somewhere and that kind of things. And Cecilia kind of look, and there's people at the coffee stand or wherever it is you're sort of look at, all sort of going, I'm not sure about that one, that sort of thing. Like, they're all fairly sure this embracing and being together won't make them as much money as they hoped, because that might mean getting rid of slavery and capitalism and allowing unions. So there's mixed reactions to it. Anything else? You just sort of take it in?
No, I think that's okay. I think I would find a cafe and just get a gauge on how tight security is, whether it's changed from the last time Silsila was here. Are there more guards in each patrol? Are there more patrols? Are they better armed or armoured? But mostly I'll just sit there eating cake and watching it.
Okay, make me some sort of wit roll, surely.
Observation?
Yeah, that's it. One. All right, so there's definitely more guards. Both Coriolis guards, and you know how like the judiciary service is slightly different. Like, so there's Coriolis guards, which are kind of like the police, and then there's the adjudicators, and they're sort of police special branch, extra force, and they have judges that they go straight to. So there's lots of guards around, which is not unusual because it's the Pilgrim area. You would expect to see guards doing double shifts and that kind of stuff. But you do see more adjudicators and their crew around. They are checking a lot of folks's IDs, and also like there's definitely an air of them sort of questioning people. Like, have you seen a mystic? Did you see? We've been reported that mystics were here. We need to know what's going on and that kind of stuff. And looking for those kind of people.
Okay. Interesting that the pariah obsession with mystics is now passed on to the opposite faction of Coriolis, because those are the opposite, the non-pariah liking, I believe.
I mean,
The pariah reason for hunting mystics, though, was down to the fact that they were people endowed with psychic talent, which historically in pariah records was based on minions of the other side in the original Covenant of Cuddles, whereas nowadays the Covenant of Cuddles is opposed to the other side still, and the mystics are going to be an asset.
That's actually a really good point. I wonder if the Order of the Pariah is well disposed to us.
I wouldn't hold your breath.
No, but
The enemy of my enemy is still my enemy as well sometimes.
Yeah, but as a port of last resort, then, if there's nowhere else to run, then I guess it's one
Rather not
potential
hang out
option.
with the pariah.
Yeah, likewise. Would you chaps mind if I got in touch with Shadi Pretendant?
Spider Lady.
Yeah. We're going to have to contact her at some point, and I think I can mollify her at the very least so that we've got someone on station who's got access to information that doesn't hate us.
Sure.
It's about as neutral a party as you can get, I think. So,
Well, we know what she wants from us, and we know we can provide it, and we know that we could probably talk her around to understanding why we didn't.
I mean, they would have killed her, so.
Yeah.
All right, I'll reach out and see if I can get that point across. Maybe I'll get her to meet us after we've met up with our current meeting.
Sure.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So is that what Shanaz? Are you directly contacting Aishan's Emporium, or are you sort of like paying a kid to go and take a note to?
Yeah, it'll be by message.
Okay, so it'll take a little while. You make a manipulation roll for me, please, Shanaz.
Yes, I can.
I don't think this collective train of people all fancy you, so no.
No, that's
no
fair.
bonus for that. Ooh, hear the storm.
Yeah, this is a new one. The other one was Storm J. This is Storm I think.
Yeah.
Or the other way around.
I don't know. Alphabet.
Well, only 2 successes then.
Okay. So you are fairly sure you've got the message there safely, and another one comes back, and it's offering you a big discount on lot 38, but you must see it today. It will be sold by, and it says towards the end of sometime toward the end of third watch. You must see this today is the thing. Grave consequences if you've not made it there by the end of third watch.
I was going to invite her to come to the garden.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, was what?
Is that what you want? So, okay.
Yeah, Three Musketeers situation. Yeah, we'll meet you, and then we'll meet you after that, and then did you arrange to meet with all of us?
Yeah.
Okay, so you asked to see.
Yeah, I'll ask her to come and see us.
Okay,
or
and then
me.
Just after you should have finished, like, give yourself half an hour's buffer or whatever, at the Garden of the Seekers. Okay.
Yeah, I'd rather not walk into a trap.
Yeah, I was curious whether she'd to meet. Well.
The answer might still be the same. Like, no, you have to come and see this. Yeah.
No, she will meet you there, but you can't see the lot. But she will bring photographs. Is the thing, or bring evidence, bring stuff.
Yeah.
And I guess to Shanaz, it's clear, like, she's not letting you. Like, she's seizing upon the very first chance to get her hands upon the three of you, if you will.
Oh, yeah.
She's eager to see you. And Yusuf, you just peace and quiet, solitude.
Yeah, it's been quite a traumatic experience for Yusuf, like being nearly dead twice and
Yeah.
recovering though, but having lots of questions about what the hell's going on in his life, having not been, long off of Algol. He's still coming to terms with all these places he's been and all the stuff that he's seen. So he's just kind of spending some time trying to get things square in his head, and he likes this song that he hears in Coriolis, so he's feels that maybe that can help him find some sort of balance.
The peak.
Yeah, he's just a bit he's still a young guy who's a bit ruled by his emotions and trying to not fuck everything up for everyone, which he's prone to do.
So
yeah.
it sounds like all three of you are going to meet somewhere around the garden, not arrive together, but somewhere like get close and then sort of meet together and then join rather than arrive in one go.
Yeah, I mean, we're in stealth mode, aren't we? So
Yeah.
to be honest, Tilsil would probably get to the meeting like an hour or so before.
Okay, pretty early.
Yeah.
Fair.
Be there first. And that way, if I see like suspicious people standing around each entrance and exit, I can tell the others not to come.
All right, you just drop them a message or something and be like, "Nope, we're not doing this," kind of thing. All right. Would you like to make? I guess it's another observation roll then, please, Mr. Zamil.
Oh yeah.
We have to run this revolution using only tunnel scavara from the sewer on Coriolis. We'll do it.
Tunnel scavara from the sewer on Coriolis.
We could rope in the odd Nicatra, but yeah, I got 2 successes. Quite pleased with that, I thought.
All right, so it is very busy, like very busy in the garden. Lots of people coming and going. In amongst all of this, there are half a dozen people for like some boggling reason sat with a seeker, like a seeker of the circle, one of the clerics, trying to do a meditation in the garden. Like, this must be the most un-zen place right now. Like, there's kids eating some, jumbo sticks, whatever it is, screaming around, jugglers, people singing, the big bulletin, hollow vids, pouting out all manner of propaganda, and then there's these 7 people on the guard. So they look a little bit suspicious, if just because they're trying to be normal in an unnormal circumstance. And there are some folks who are doing laps. Now, you don't know that they're necessarily looking for you, but they are very likely some sort of security. Whether that's like the adjudicators have decided put some undercover people here in case something goes down, or they know something is going to happen here. It's hard to tell.
All right, I will message the others saying that it feels a little off. There's nothing to stop. I can meet the person I'm going to meet and then just have an open comm so you can all hear what's going on. So you can be there without being there.
I've got another meeting booked for a little while later in the same location. But that doesn't mean we can't just be nearby in case any one of us needs backup.
It might be nothing, and if nothing happens while we meet the person we're meeting, then great. We can all do the next meeting, or I'll leave and you can come into the garden. But yeah, if this was an op, I'd be probably delaying it for a little bit more reconnaissance.
Okay, so
I'll make my way over and start supporting then.
But
I'm getting
Sil-
up.
Silsilla is going to be like the point on this. Is that the thing? Silsilla is going to be in the danger zone, and you two are going to be around. Okay. So while you wait for them to arrive, you watch these folks. The meditation class continues. They don't really move. A couple of kids decide to see if they can, kick some sort of sports ball at the meditation class.
I do want to watch those guys, so I can try and see if they have like concealed weapons.
All right, so you make like surreptitious kind
I'll
of.
probably just sit down somewhere where they were kind of like sort of on a diagonal where I can just watch them without staring at them. I'm just looking to see like when they get up and move, that they have those little bulges of a hidden pistol and things like that.
Yeah, sure. Make another observation roll.
I feel at this point I'm going to put my points in observation because I've rolled it for the third time.
Oh, you do? I love how suspicious you are.
Yes. Like, an enormous amount of people want us dead or think we are dead and will be annoyed we're alive. So, I got one.
Okay. You're fairly sure these folks don't have any sort of weapon on them. They're all in like,
No bulges.
no inappropriate bulges. No poor biology, poor physique bulges. As Crichton says, all the innie and outy bits are correct. But yeah, they are, for all your observational expertise, a meditation class led by a seeker in the Garden of Seekers, in the middle of Pilgrimaria.
Okay.
So, Yusuf and Shanaz, you going to sort of like take up?
From separate angles.
Okay.
you
Like
know,
on a
and
higher,
I'll be-
on one of the higher garden paths.
yeah,
Yusuf's
one of the
gonna
tier
be,
bits that you said, like,
yeah, so you
where
can
there's a
leap down
like
a waterfall.
balustrade or a balcony type thing. I'll be kind of standing there near a food stall and
In some
know,
ice
I would
cream.
recommend it be some
yeah.
way. Not...
I think I'm going to rob someone.
Shanaz is going to take part in petty crime?
Yeah.
What is Shanaz going to do?
I think I might need to lift someone's transactor.
Hmm.
We need to fund this operation.
But Shanaz, you're minted.
Yes, if I get access to my own accounts.
Okay.
I'm not going to rob someone who can't afford to lose it.
Okay. How is Shanaz going to try and pickpocket this transactor then? What is the...
Quite literally a pickpocket. I think with my Lady of Tears disguise on, I've got a decent amount of cover, and we could do the shoulder touch, jostle, lift a transactor with a nice little infiltrate.
Yeah, I think it would be an infiltrate roll. All right.
Good luck.
On chance.
Bon chance indeed. Okay.
On chance. Oh boy. We've got all the weird TV programs going around in my head tonight.
I just got three
Monge
successes.
Monge two, Rodney.
Monge two, Rodney. 3 successes, Shanaz.
3 successes, 6 dice. I am very nimble.
Okay. Yeah. There is like something, and maybe they're a bit flustered because a pretty lady kind of bumped into them, and there's all this kind of stuff going on. You lift this person's transactor; they look to be quite, well off. They've got some sort of Zenithian face paint, which you've noticed actually. More and more folks are wearing their Zenithian face paint than you'd normally expect. Like,
Join in.
yeah, you are one of those
Yeah,
families
yeah.
from the Zenith. But yeah,
Well, that's
you
not
lift
bad,
this
so.
person's transactor. It's got a comfortable amount of bear on it that'd last you a couple of days. But we're not dining in Alkmaar's, and we're not renting a room in a Spire hotel. But
Those are things like changes of clothes and provisions and
yeah,
stuff like that. The occasional bribe if we need to.
yeah, definitely that kind of stuff happening. So Yusuf,
Is there physical burr as well?
yeah, a lot of places have physical bear. Coriolis doesn't necessarily use it that much.
Okay, so we
Um,
don't need to change it off of this transactor, or we probably do need to change it off that transactor, don't we? Because he's going to get it cancelled.
Yeah, it'd be prudent to move some money around. Obviously, there are people who will do that for a fee. But Coriolis doesn't use physical there. Some of the planets will. There's definitely some Algolian coinage in one of Yusuf's packs. Same for where's Silsila from?
Algol.
The Algol as well.
I
Sorry,
was
from Algol as well.
aren't I?
Yeah.
We were both from Algol, yeah.
And there's I don't know.
We have our Laurel and Hardy act.
And then there's Shanaz has probably got like her own bear minted because she's at one point she was a famous daughter of Dabaran, like stars
Just
of
travels
Dabaran.
with barabons or something. You
Yeah.
know, it's like
So there's probably like
Diamonds in the shape of her.
yeah.
best press Dabaran bear on Space eBay. It goes for lots if it's not a fake.
We did watch Moulin Rouge the other day, and now I've got Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend stuck in my head. Thanks, Graham.
No. So Shanaz has come so far. She's now dropped to petty larceny. And Yusuf is watching this from like a higher level.
Eating an ice cream.
Eating an ice cream. Very subtle. There is a bridge. There is a carp pool in the middle of the Garden of Seekers with like a Monet style bridge on it. Looks really pretty. The waterfall that Yusuf sort of stood up at the top as it drops down into this pool. And to meet, and it's been arranged to meet on this bridge.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
Silsila.
I'll go there and play Pooh Sticks.
Yeah. Poo sticks, lovely.
It does, doesn't it?
This person here in the image, she is leaning nicely on the bridge. This is the leader of the Black Hands, the person we donated several thousand bear to.
I think I gave all my money to.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Zahira. And she is sort of casually waiting there. She's got like some sort of fish food that she and other folks are kind of leaning over and feeding. And you go and join it. You're like,
I do, yeah. I'll like stand next to her facing the other way and act like I'm taking a selfie, but really I've just been so cold the other two.
oh, okay. And she sort of like notices you and not making a big deal. This is very, quite clandestine. She sort of stands there and is like, are they not joining us in person?
No, I wasn't sure. I am still not sure who's looking for her, so this felt safer.
It's a shame. Tell Yusuf hi.
Yeah, you can-
And she's sort of
Look over and be like,
wink, wink. She says, well, if this is as intimate as we're gonna get,
This is a very public place and really puberty lapse, so yes.
well, the problem is a lot of the places I go tend to end up under heavy surveillance.
Mhm.
A lot of the places that the stevedores meet, well, the place you stayed last night, there was only 2 ways in.
Oh yeah, I get it. We kind of have the opposite end of the same problem. Okay.
But through the rest of the Black Hands, we've been hearing a lot about VIP that's been moving around the station these past 2 days. A lot of my stevedores, we are either trying to help other people off the station, trying to keep other people safe, trying to disrupt work. And if we pull back from what we're doing, well, those who are watching us will know we're doing something else. So it's something of a blessing that you've arrived because, well, if our information is right, this VIP, they know something about the election. She shakes her head. I don't know who it is. we really only know because we've been able to track movements of like food, small weapons moving from a location to a location. We worked out that they're moving through a number of safe houses. We used some of them as well. And we think they're moving the VIP around so that they can't be caught. If you could find out who they are, could find them for us, then we might be able to secure this person. I'm not gonna deceive you. And she sort of looks over to like the FaceTime with Yusuf. Yeah, like
I'm gonna be present now in their conversation.
okay, turn up in person. Or
No,
you're gonna
well,
say
I'm thinking of
mind walking.
might do my mind walk,
Sit
but
down
not
and
that obviously.
sit down. Put a
Well,
newspaper
obviously,
over your head.
If you want
Yeah, pull my hat down, my hood down, and have a nap in the corner or something. Or I might just walk down. I'm not sure which ones. I'll just go walk down. Just gonna walk down.
You walk down. You're going to stand.
Everything seems to be okay, and I'm like, well, I'll go and say hello to her.
So as you arrive, she's like, she moves over to make room so you can feed the fish. We only really know of the VIP, this person through their movements. Like we don't know who they are. They're doing a very good job. We think through some of the things we've been tracking, some of the deliveries, some anomalies, we've narrowed it down to a couple of places. And I hope that you folks would go and look. We will take this VIP and use them to bargain for what we need and what we want with the council when it's elected. Or we'll pressure them to be more sympathetic to us.
Mhm.
The election's going to be a sham.
yeah.
Then isn't it better
It's all a fix. It's all a fix.
then that makes it more important we have one of our own, or at least some information from whoever this person is running from
Sure.
them. They must know
Yeah, sure.
something.
Information, yes, but we don't. If they're running from the people who are going to be taking over, you probably want them on side rather than as a hostage. They're likely to be an asset.
Well, I think they want to see who it is, right? And then
Understood.
make that decision.
We can find that out.
I can't do it with my.
Just saying that it
Mm.
might not end the way you expect. Like you're hoping for a Coriolis VIP. We're saying that's not a likely bit.
Well, if you think it's this Desrin Kai, he was a member of the council. He was very important. Everybody loved Desrin Kai. That's why they sent him off to what is it, Sadal, to negotiate these things.
Let's find out who it is before we make any plans for what they can be used for or learned from.
But you'll do
We'll do the job.
and she like goes to maybe like hug Yusuf, but then stops because she's in the. She's like, "Thank you." Like, even though Shanaz has just agreed, even though Shanaz has just agreed, she
Yeah, but I'm on
thanks
audio
Yusuf.
only, so
Yeah. I'll pat her on the shoulder.
Okay. I can't like offer a reward. In fact, the reward
We don't need anything.
no, that's not why we do what we do.
Thank you.
This is for the horizon.
And she
Well,
when
you're the only
Shanaz says
people who
that,
are
she
looking
like
out for a real cause at the moment. Everyone else is just serving themselves. So
she has so retro a piece of paper.
oh,
A piece of actual paper. It's a bit dirty, because obviously one of her hands is covered in charcoal. But yeah, it's a dirty piece of paper. She hands it to Yusuf. These are the addresses of the safe houses. please do your best. And then my number's on it as well.
Side-eye use. Absolutely eyeballing.
Looks at Sil. It's like, we'll figure it out.
She nods.
Can I shake her hand to get my hand covered in charcoal?
Yeah,
In a
absolutely.
kind of,
She'll do that cool handshake where she like holds onto your arm.
well, no, just like
Know what you want now.
Oh, okay.
I'm one of you
Wants
kind of thing.
wants the charcoal for the.
Yeah, so I'm like, put it there. We'll get it done. Shake the hand,
Mhm.
and then like, I've take it with me to get it done for them.
Okay. Yeah, she'll do that.
Of course, if there were to be a demonstration or a protest somewhere else on the station at the same time, that wouldn't go amiss in helping us get the job done.
I can arrange that. I can arrange that for sure.
Just don't get anyone hurt, right? For us, just a bit of noise.
Loud, not violent.
I mean, there's a lot of tension going on in this station right now.
You know what I mean? Let's not have 30 people get shot by the filth. You know, let's make some noise, piss them off, and then move away, and we'll get our job done.
Sure. She looks reluctant like that. Like, she's very definitely.
That's not fun enough.
Yeah, that's not
Yeah,
fun
she
enough.
has more fire in her. But,
Yeah.
She wants to cause some trouble and, rough up some
Enter
adjudicators.
palace.
Yeah.
And other tables, wave bits of paper in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we can tell her that, look, if you feel like a few little protests when nothing happened, when you want to do the proper protest, it won't be ready for you. They'll just think it's the same old thing.
Shaddy. It's turned into Shaddy by accident. I pressed the wrong button. But yeah, Zahira, she doesn't want to make too much small talk. She's very aware, like she's out in the open, and she needs to get away. But she does, as she's shaking Yusuf's hand and that kind of stuff, she's like, whatever you do, find this VIP for us. The fate of the horizon could be in your hands here, Yusuf. Yeah, never mind the other two. Yusuf.
Again.
Yeah.
Not the first time.
I was going to say, she's playing amateur out here. We're on like chapter 27 of that.
This is episode 423. What do you think we've been doing?
I know, right? But after, a handshake.
Yeah.
A very stressed Zahira sort of heads off, and she heads off towards, like in Disney or like some sort of theme park. They've obviously got like janitors sort of places and that kind of. So she heads off to what is probably like a broom cupboard and heads sort of into that way, and she's making her way down the service tunnels and Steve Door highway kind of thing. On the list, Yusuf, there are 3 locations. A place called the Artists Trio in an area of Coriolis called Stairdom, which you can obviously work out is like a multi-tiered. It's a set of stairs that go around one of the Durasteel bulkheads, and it's like this community, this bohemian, very Moulin Rouge style.
That's one for Shanaz, right?
Yeah,
cool.
very sort of place that goes up there. Yusuf might actually know these folks, because the place is called the Artist Trio, and it's run by 3 Algolian artists, who, for a fee, smuggle slaves off Algol into the wider horizon. Whether that was part of Yusuf's route or not, it's up to you.
Let's hope my friend who I fucked over to get off the planet hasn't got out.
But that's that place. The other place is in. I just need to double check where that is. It is a tattooist and biosculptist. Of course, yeah, it's in Tattoo Alley, which is one of the markets, and I'm pretty sure it's near like a big Legion sort of drinking area. But it is a place known for biosculpting and tattoos and jewelry and body modifications kind of thing. And the third one, you might know as well, is in Little Horizon, which is quite a nice sort of place near the domes, the domes of the icons. And it's called Mira's Miroir. And the interesting thing about that is the person who owns your ship, or the person at least Silsilla pays rent to, works out of there.
I can go and deliver the bad / insurance claim details.
So Mira's Miroir, the Scar Painter Tattoo Alley, and the Artist Trio Stardom.
Star Painter sounds cool.
Mm-hmm.
You're cool. I'm equally at home with the artists or the biosculptors. Up to you, Yusuf.
Well, you've got biosculpts, right?
Exactly.
So that's probably an easy in.
Yeah.
And I should probably go and see the Algolians.
They're the same.
No.
No, they're not. No.
It's the artists who are the
I
Algolians.
don't really want to see a big bunch of Legion guys hanging around. That just slightly pissed me off. So.
The Scar Painter and Mira's Miroir.
Yeah. Do we want to split up, or should we just go together?
If we split up, we could get all three of them and they won't move from one to the next.
That's true. It'd be
But we'll be on
simultaneous.
our own. If we go together, we'll have backup, but we run a greater chance of losing them. So
If I meet them, we won't lose them.
that's true. Should we go for observation and separate?
Yeah.
So you're going to separate off. Is Shanaz going to stay to meet Shadi?
Yes.
And then the
And then
boys
go.
are
You
going
want us to hang around for that in case you get nabbed or screwed over in some way?
No, I think I'll be safe on that one.
Okay.
Your call. You're welcome to stay and be in on the
I've
call.
seen you in action. I don't need to hang around. I mean, all these people are fucked if if you're in a bad mood. So.
Okay.
Low profile. I shall keep a low profile.
Low profile, so they'll all die.
No witnesses.
It's not a crime if there are no witnesses.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So Yusuf, where are you going to the artist trio?
The artist trio.
Artist trio.
Stardom.
And then
Sounds cool. Anyway.
Does sound cool. Let me just make notes because I'm making notes because I'm a good GM. I'm making notes. Don't make notes.
Just written your name and dead next to it.
Roll new character. Roll 3d6.
GM notes.
Down
Bad
the
lady,
line.
bag of rats. 1 GP equals tail.
Yeah. Silsilla, you're going to Mirrors.
I am.
And then Shabazz is going to the Scar Painter. Okay. Are you going now as well, Sil? Or are you going to wait?
I am going to retire to the edge of the garden with half an eye on Shanaz.
Appreciate it.
I don't think he would let himself.
Right.
I'm quite happy to have like the turbo sniper keeping watch.
Yeah. The licensed turbo sniper.
Yeah,
Isn't that what we're going to take?
it is. You're right. Yeah.
The licensed. You don't have to be licensed if you'd like to change your mind again.
No, it's fine. No.
Okay, so you retired. Do you want to make an infiltration roll? Let's see if folks spot you.
Yeah, that is agility. I have 1. I get 6 whole dice.
6.
It's a lot of infiltration.
It is.
Yeah. I got 3 3s, 2 2s, and a 1.
All right, so
Nothing.
clearly You've not hidden.
No.
Yeah, Shaddy. Shaddy, you can all spot coming a mile. She is not subtle. She is rich as heck, covered in and hair. Like, I don't think her painting is Zenithian painting. It's like jewelry, right?
All right.
These things are this and the artwork on her arm. This is like rings and bangles and bracelets. She's rich as hell, or at least Aishan's Emporium, who she's representing, is rich as hell. And so there's that level of like decadent auction house. Where is Shanaz going to meet her? Is it on this park bridge?
No, it'd be in amongst the bushes.
Oh,
You
okay.
said they were little sort of
Oh no, different style of in amongst the bushes. Okay, yeah, sure.
yeah, different style of in amongst the bushes. The old discreet spies meet up.
Okay, like a
It's
quiet.
got to be a park bench for the
The
newspaper.
park bench,
doesn't it?
yeah, with
Yeah.
bushes around it. That was what I meant.
Yeah,
Somebody needs a
the
duck.
hole's cut in it.
Yeah. Okay.
Pantomime horse.
So somewhere near some sort of like meditation stone garden, and she has behind her two big old security guards. Like, these dudes have like clearly they've got like some sort of shock stick or something with them. Like,
Laughs in.
Bigger they are, the further their intestines have to fall.
yeah. But they are clearly, and they're not even like, it's not display for Shanaz. It's display for anybody who likes the look of Shaddy's bracelets. These guys are going to kick them in the teeth, sort of situation. So yeah, she finds you, and when you kind of get close and have time to sort of talk to each other, she sits down and says, "I understand your journey was quite boring.
Almost entirely uneventful.
I confess, just before you made the jump to Kua portal space, we did lose you. We tried our best. It's strange how we give you funds to provide us with information, and yet you completely failed to share that you were part of a horizon-wide strike on innocent people."
There are many things that we haven't informed you of, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to meet up with you now. Do you honestly believe that we would participate in a horizon-wide strike against innocent people?
Shanaz, the Red Spider Network has spent thousands of bears suppressing videos coming out of the system of you with nails, and she does like this, slicing up a former courtesan dressed as a cultist.
And there's a tale there. There very much is.
A tale that would be much easier to have swallowed had we been forewarned.
Had you been forewarned, perhaps we might have been forewarned as well, but the things that have gone on, they go so far above and beyond what we believed we were looking into originally that we didn't want to put you at risk. We had to go quiet because we didn't know who was watching us, how they were watching us, or where they were watching us from, as you can tell from the fact that our ship was destroyed by the Astaban. If you know that much, then you know that there must be something else going on. Dressed as a cultist indeed. That's why we were there. The Nazarene have risen. We were there to stop them.
The Nazarene are ghosts. Like, they're this thing you tell your children were really naughty during the other...
Exactly. And if I wanted you to believe something more convenient and palatable, I'd give you a much better story, but I'd quite like to tell you the truth. There are elements of the tale that are not mine to tell, but what I can tell you is that we have the potential right now for you and the Red Spider Network to be the chroniclers of a total change in the horizon. There is a war coming.
I think you're right. And I think I might have somebody who could tell us that. My nephew has let me know he is guarding a defector from the council. He's been moving her around the station.
The station from site to site, currently at one of 3 possible locations within Coriolis.
Those are the 3 drops that he has today. If my other sources are right, this evening, at the end of the 3rd watch, they will call the election. And by tomorrow, we will have a new council.
And the election is a fix. You no doubt know this because you've already been silenced. We've been trying to track you as much as we could as well on our way back through some of the worst travel I've ever experienced. But our thresholds for tolerance change when we experience what's occurring in our world right now.
If you can find this person,
Oh, we'll find them.
bring them to us. We can get her off station. We can get her to a safe place. Just tell you.
Shadi is remarkably free with extremely privileged information.
We can get her. We can get her to the Jacharoom auction house. We have ships ready, smugglers. She can provide the network with political insight and information.
This story gets a lot more insane the deeper into it you go.
If this person is who my nephew thinks she is, they've been involved since the very beginning.
Intriguing. How much do you know about Old Arda?
And she is like totally left. She's like, well, there are some rare pieces scattered around the horizon, some very valuable texts and books, but
Yeah, we've seen a few of them in the last couple of months. But they're current
she's like, I have no care for
current technology from Old Arda being used on Desserin Kai.
what?
Desserin Kai, we found him.
Oh,
The reason he's not back on station.
She pinches her nose. She is like, why have you not told this to the network? If we knew where Desserin Kai was, then we could
Then so would
find
they, and
him
he'd be dead again.
and put him on the. If he's on the network talking about how he's
His mind has been damaged.
she's like, Shanaz, if I didn't need you to do this for me now, we would be having a very long and slow cup of tea at the back of my auction house, and you would not leave until it was all documented.
I'm going to give her my book that I've been writing.
Oh, she takes the tabular, I guess it's on, and she looks at it. She's like,
Well, a copy then, if it's
Yeah.
on, because it'd be on a tabular, wouldn't it? So
Yeah.
I'll have made a copy, and I say, I've made some notes, preliminary stuff. A lot of it's coached in metaphor and simile. It's written from
she
quasi-fictional
It's not a play
perspective.
manuscript, is it?
she rolls
No.
her eyes and goes, courtesans. Like, of course. Okay. I will begin to read this. You find the defector.
We'll find them. Her.
Her.
Do we have a name?
Fair enough.
She leans forward and she says, Nigella Kurahan Dolfasra. Judge Jella and Dolfasra.
I know her.
Many know her. And that's why her defecting, her information, will lead.
I watched the battle
Uh,
in space from her quarters. I think we can get through to her.
I think you're in a different judge's house.
Naheen Dalfasra.
Yeah, Nigella Curahan Dalfasra.
Different Dalfasra. Dalfasra is the judge.
Dalfasra is the title.
Dalfasra is the title, yeah.
Yeah.
Different judge.
You have met her, though.
I would have met her and
At the
probably,
party.
Yeah.
She was at the party. In fact, Yusuf read her mind. But yeah, Nigella Curahan Dalfasra. She gives you like a burner tabula, 'cause she's not going to do paper. Paper's valuable. Or shit. She gives you a burner tabula, and as you anticipate, all three places that Zahira gave you, this time she's got 3 names. Well, she's got 5 names, but one set of names is all in one go. So Miraz Mawar, Rikivia Yaffa, the Scar Painter, that just has the name Brahma, and the Artists Trio, which has got Anara, Mirajam, and Hannah.
The other 2 are already on their way to some of these locations.
Mhm.
I'll forward the names onto them.
And she like does that thing, where you kind of go with your book tabula, and the 2 guys sort of get closer. Like, they're not eavesdropping, but they get closer. She says as she's leaving, "Find me the defector. Don't keep any secrets from me. This would all be much easier."
There's no intention to keep secrets from you, but it's a little difficult to call in a report when you're running from Nazarene cultists trying to do their level best to drain all of your blood out and use it to power their conversion chambers.
She like needs coffee or something. Like, good luck, Shanaz. The spider's waiting. Like, all right. So, who was the quickest getting? Oh no, Silsila was watching, wasn't he?
Mhm.
So it'll be Yusuf who'll get to. Where were you going? The Artist Trio. Stardom.
Yes.
So yeah, I'll come through to Yusuf and go, okay, I've got names for your artist trio. Shadi also wants us to check for exactly the same thing. And we know who we're looking for.
Oh, who are we looking for?
Looking for a judge. And I'll just forward on the information.
Which one?
Nigella Curahan.
Have we met this person before?
She was at the party, I think.
Hang on. Let me scour my memory.
Yeah.
Mind walk.
Oh, okay. Put your hand on the side of the transit, like the little tram.
Yep.
You're going to do a mind walk.
Pretend I've got a headache. Oh.
All right, cool. Make a Mystic Powers roll. Mystic
Too
Powers
much
roll.
Musa plus. That's what your problem is, mate. You want to lay off that Musa
right.
stuff.
It's
bad for you.
Urine purple. It's gross.
Probably would.
That's not meant to be that color. If it's that color, you need to get yourself to a Medico.
Yeah, 2 successes.
2 successes. Excellent. All right. So, can I borrow a d6, please? That one. Okay, so you close your eyes, you take a moment, you concentrate on this judge who you met almost a year ago, with and read her mind, and you remember, strangely, she was worried about her son at the time. Something about her son, which was odd because she was at a party talking to you and that kind of stuff, but she was worried about her son. And you mind walk to see where she is. She is sat in what looks to be like a very cheap sort of kitchen diner room of a single, maybe 2-room apartment.
Right.
There is an assorted collection of takeout cartons there. Some of them look quite old. And then there's a hot cup of coffee in front of there. You can hear her say something like, "I am too old. I need a good bed. I can't do this sleeping on, what do you call them?" And this other, like, younger voice goes, "Futon. It's called a futon. Just have to get used to it, Judge. If they found you and know that you're willing to talk to everyone, they will kill you." Like, I know, but I'm old. I'm old. I just need a good bed. Can we stay here? Like, I don't know. I'm going to wait. Don't unpack. Just sit still. So, when will we be able to fly to Kua? When is the transport out? And he's like, sometime soon. This watch, next watch, definitely before the morning. She's like, "I need to see Arlan. I need to. We need to find out where the cult has taken him, and then we can go. I've got a really lovely house out in the jungle. It's a nice little plantation hut, and it's just got, a swimming, like, she reels off like some ostentatious little plantation.
Little place with a sauna and
Just
an
a
indoor swimming
great
pool
person.
and a
Yeah, and nobody will know Frizz there.
How
This
quaint.
this person that comes into view, you can see this. He's probably 28, 30-ish, like tattooed from the neck down. His face is clear, tattooed from the neck down, shaven kind of head, and then he looks at her. He goes, "No, we need to hide until we can get you protection." Fine. And then he like puts down some sort of takeout container on a plate with some, like, a fork or something. He's like, "Eat your lunch." Oh. And it just, like, she's just whining. Like,
Very clue. Pointy.
like, she's just whining.
Give her a break. We were all like that once.
I'll come out.
Oh, we're not in Yusuf's brain.
I'll come out my reverie and I'll say to Shanaz on the line, she's sleeping on a futon.
Oh God, that poor woman.
I was going to Sherlock Holmes eye, like, what brand
Did
is
you
it?
get-
What colour is it? What's the material? Okay, yes.
Those are only
I'm guessing
available at this
that's the
furniture store.
Bohemians, right?
Well, I don't know. The heavily tattooed guy could be the scar painter.
Yeah, that's
Could
what I
be.
thought.
And the Bohemians, there's 3 of them. They're not going to have a 2-room apartment,
That's
are
the
they?
stairdom, isn't it? Yeah, so
Yeah.
it might be not quite as. I don't know. I was thinking sleeping on a futon. That sounds like artists. But yeah, it's not going to be.
Did you get any
nearest.
kind of view of anything that would give us any
No,
kind of idea?
Just in a load of crappy old takeout cartons.
Oh, did you get a name on any of the takeout cartons? Good enough to catch Andrew Tate. Good enough to track down a Coriolis judge.
It's a bit fuzzy sometimes. Hang on, let me
Let me
scratch my head. For
make
a second.
make an observation roll. Yeah, make an observation roll.
Something's coming.
One success. Okay, cool. So the takeout carton doesn't have like a name on it, but it's got a stamp, and it is I think, what would it be?
Italian Korean food. Cho mamas.
Choma.
Tattoo Alley.
No, not Tattoo Alley. It is. Oh, it's just 2 M's. Like, I'm not going to be. It's just 2 M's. Trying to, because
Okay.
obviously I know some things. I was trying to see, could I surreptitiously.
It's
No.
from Mira's Mauer. I'm gonna Google it.
You just. All right. Yeah.
Get my tabular out.
Mira's Moa is a it's like a cantina, but it has places to stay.
Ah, there you go.
Um,
So we're all thrown off the scent by the futon, the tattoos. Look at that.
Mhm.
Okay.
They brought the futon with them from
I'll
the
text-
artists, and the tattoo guys come to pick her up to take her to his next.
Maybe.
On
I'll
the
text.
futon.
but it's it's like a short stay hotel. Like you'd arrive, cheap stay over.
Okay.
You'd have your own place, and then after a week or two, you'd go off and be
Like
somewhere
when me,
else.
James
I thought it
and
was just a
Martin
restaurant,
stayed
but that's cool.
Very first time we played Coriolis.
Yeah, exactly. Almost that place exactly.
Right, well, we don't need to split up then. We can all head there at once.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm stuck on a transit out to Stairdom. I'll turn around first chance I get.
That's right. You had a bit of a lead on us anyway.
All right. So we.
I
We
had
s-
another ice cream. Sorry.
This one was pistachio.
Oh, yeah.
Lovely. Behave. All right, so we're gonna get some lunch and regroup and go straight to Mira's.
Get lunch there, surely.
Get food there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do serve lunch.
Yeah.
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 Smelt nice.
hmm
Let us blend in a little bit, etc., while we for an opening.
Okay. So we head there. We meet up. We head there. Now you'll know this place at least, Silsilawas, because you're the one who bought the ship, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So you've been there to, at least on one occasion, sign contracts, meet the owner, that kind of thing. So yeah, you know the serve food. Downstairs is like a cantina. They have a big screen. They probably play sports ball or capybara racing or whatever it is. That's on
Capybara
Vogue.
ball.
Yeah, on Vogue at the minute. How long will the capybara stay in the bath? Place your bets. Place your bets now. Bet now.
Oh, Banzai. What a great show that was.
I know, right? There's got to be versions of that all over the horizon. But yeah, they have that. In the evening, they have people who will do like singing or acts of some kind. And then they also rent these apartments. Short term, they have like, let me just look in the map.
Try and rent an apartment back there.
You wanna?
We might not need to go back there.
I mean, it's not going to cost us a lot of there.
That's true.
I will inform them that they're waiting for a transport down to Kua.
That's good. I think we've got that covered.
Depends how much you tell us. If it's about she wants to go to her own goddamn house, then
She's got I don't know, some sort of giant fortress in the jungle.
She's just telling herself what she needs to keep herself going.
one's going to retire to the summer castle, where no one will find us.
The summer castle.
She did mention something about her son being taken by cultists.
For the longest time, the concept of a return to comfort is all you can think about when you lose it. It's not until you learn an appreciation for those who have never had it that you can truly appreciate what you're actually doing.
You said, I believe you enacted spiritual change in Shanaz. I applaud.
All right, so
She'll be wearing her own knockoff t-shirts before you know it.
What?
There are limits to what I'm capable of changing into.
what is the plan here? Help me out. What are we gonna do?
Let's meet there like we're having a meal.
Okay.
Yeah, we've got the area, so we'll go to the area first. And
Yeah.
if it's just one location in the
I'm
area
hungry.
with the hotel, then next step is getting intel once we're there. If
Okay.
it's, as you say, a hotel-y type place, then
I'll describe the guy that was with her as well. So if we see him.
Does Silsila know everything that happened in your two conversations or not?
yes.
Yeah,
for my
I'll
part.
explain it all once we kind of.
So the important thing is we know that Shaddy's nephew is guarding this person.
Yeah.
A decent chance that Tattoo Guy is either
Is
Shaddy's
Shaddy's
nephew.
Yes.
nephew,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
knows him.
Yes,
Yeah.
we just need to know the name of Shaddy's nephew.
Well, Shaddy sent us should be enough of
Yeah,
an in.
yeah. But, are you Big Dave? Shaddy sent us.
Are you Big Dave?
Big Dave.
No, I'm Medium Dave.
Damn it.
Big Dave was sick.
Yeah.
We'll have a bit of Discworld jokes, it's all good.
Not as big as Medium Dave, but I'm bigger than Big Dave. Dave. Sorry. Right. Okay. So Silsila and Shanaz are making their way to meet up with Yusuf. That's the plan, yeah?
Yes.
Sort of the other way around, isn't it? You're further away, so Shanaz and me get there.
We're convening, yeah.
All right. We're all convening.
But at least we now all know what the person we're looking for looks like.
Yeah. Yusuf, please roll me 1d6.
Oh, don't like that.
Just how many explosions?
No.
Ooh, many's. I rolled a 4.
4. All right.
You explode 4 times.
You
explode four times.
laser sight.
Okay.
Roll 4 criticals.
So, like, as you sort of step off the transit,
Right.
gather your sort of thing, but finish your conversation for now with Shanaz and Yusuf. Before you realise you've sort of picked a direction, you realise you've just started walking one way. Because it and that's the bit that brings you out of this sort of reverie, if you will. It feels like the right way to walk. A bit Cara Thrace sort of, this is the right way. It's not the way towards Mira's Moa.
Okay. I will keep walking that way.
Okay. The further, the more you walk in this way, the more, I'm going the right way. It feels. You sort of follow. There's a moment of confusion where you think maybe you want it. The right way is to go into the coffee shop until, as you get to where this corner sort of cafe is, there are some stairs down to a basement. In all honesty, it looks pretty sketchy, but you still have that kind of gut feeling.
Not the first time.
All along the watchtower, said the actor to the thief.
Yeah. There's definitely, if there was a soundtrack to it, whatever song we've been using for the song you've been hearing, definitely being played. It's a remix, obviously. It's it's
another version.
Yeah.
A scary one or foreboding.
Yeah. But yeah, these sketchy stairs that go down into a lower basement level of.
Okay. Let's go. I'll walk down.
As you.
Just as a side note, before I walk into the pit of death,
I did kill Yusuf on the page.
What are the laws on me walking around with a gun?
You would need to be licensed.
Okay, that's fine.
You could try and conceal one.
No.
The
if I get found out, I get sent back to Algol. So
yeah,
just that's what's always playing in the back of his mind, right? So I won't do that. I will be looking around for is there like a handrail that looks like it's a bit loose that if I'm suddenly in a scrap, I might have to it generally looks around his environment for improvised weapons in times of stress because of his past, right? But I'll walk down the staircase.
Okay. As you take a couple of steps down the staircase, you can hear like a mantra, like a repetition being chanted.
Okay.
And it's a low chorus, but as you get down, further down, you can hear it must be like 10 or 15 people. And
They're
then
not saying praise the beast, life from death.
what is your culture roll?
My culture, I've got one.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got one. An
yeah.
empathy 4, so I'm not.
Yeah, make a culture roll for me.
Okay. Oh, hello. Oh, Shanaz would be proud. I got one.
Okay. So they aren't chanting in Zenith.
Okay.
But it must be it must be
Not
a
that
language.
weird ass language those guys were talking on the other planet, was it?
No, it's Bin Harrick. They're actually from the Warhammer 40k universe. It's worse.
The words are Kahari, Kanan, Ilya, Al Abad. Kahari, Kanan, Ilya, Al Abad. Which, for some reason or another, Yusuf understands it. The machine icon is eternal. And as you get into this basement, there's about 15 people that
I've got a little machine icon thingy that I made.
talisman,
I'm
yeah.
gonna take it out. Probably absent-mindedly, like fumbling
like
with
just
it.
without.
Yeah.
There's about 15 people. They're all sat on the floor. Some of them have got their eyes closed. Some of them don't, but they're all chanting this thing, and in sort of like they're kind of in like semi sort of care circles, all facing this effigy, this clockwork sort of Coriolis that moves around. Like they've obviously got some sort of LEDs or light in the middle, so it glows. But this clockwork spinning top that looks like Coriolis.
Sure. Have I just like opened the doors, or is it stairs down into like a chamber? It
stairs down, and then there's probably some sort of curtain to make it like easy to creep in. Yeah, and they're all obviously, because they're chanting and doing this kind of, they're all facing away from you. Obviously, that's how it would be in the scene. As you kind of stand there for a moment, this person at the back, who notices, looks up at you and says, "Join us. You can hear the song as well."
I heard it before it was called Got the Album.
All right, so say.
I will step into the room and draw the curtain behind me.
And gun them all down. Sorry, no.
I'm not Shanaz.
Okay, sure.
I don't gun anybody.
Sorry, shred them. No, and I will get down in the kneel. Are they kneeling or sitting?
Most of them are sat cross-legged. Some of them are sat on cushions. Like there doesn't look to be like a proper form.
I don't need a cushion. I mean, come on. I'll sit on the floor and cross my legs, and I will chant with them. And I'll look around the room and see if there's anyone that I've ever seen before. Probably isn't. Well,
no,
it's a random
there
group
isn't.
of people.
No, it's just.
Do any of them have charcoal on their hands?
Not in like some of them are dirty, but none of them are like
Some
black
of them are
hands. None of them. None of them are black hands.
Sure. Okay. Just curious. Okay.
You sit. You join them for a minute. Make me mystic powers roll.
Oh.
Or empathy if you don't have it. I know you have mystic.
I've got mystic powers. Here we go. Oh, 2 successes.
2 successes. Excellent. So you sit. You join this meditation with them. You chant. As you chant, you can hear like some of the song that you've heard before, almost in the same sort of rhythm, as if like this is part of the chorus or something. I don't think
the backing singers.
Yeah, you're sort of thing. And if you would like, in the future, you can have +2 on any empathy roll you make. Once.
Ooh. Wow.
You sit,
That's cool.
you listen. To the breath.
Oh, where do I write that down on my character sheet? Here we go.
For the low cost of 10 darkness.
No, look, no darkness points were used in the making of this moment.
I'd stick it in your critical injuries box because that way it's nearer to your empathy.
That's right, exactly where I'm putting it.
All right. Are Silsilla and Shanaz together?
No,
Yes.
we're just professional colleagues.
Oh, wait, what?
Are Silsilla and Shanaz traveling
Right.
Yes.
together? Yes. All right.
Not anymore.
Proximate arrangement.
Yeah. Would decide between you who will roll 1d6.
You got this one, boss. I'm
Should
planning.
we roll a dice to decide?
No,
roll
you
a dice
roll
for
it.
a dice.
Okay. Yeah, I wrote it here where you can see it.
Okay. I can't see it.
It's a 2.
It's a 2. Okay.
Maybe we get the Warhammer 40k thing. Other space things are probably available.
Oh, I don't like that one. But okay. No, it's fine.
Use it.
It's fine. We'll do the roll. So as you're sort of making your way, you can hear like outside of one of these coffee shops, like with the couches and the hookah, the cantina kind of thing. There is like a mixed group of these merchants, and they're quite loud in their debate. They are talking about Zenithian first come, and the division between the council. What would be best? Votes for one faction, an evenly divided council with the Zenithian and first come. What's going to go on with the observer seat? Because obviously there's no messenger now. Some of them sort of call out that there shouldn't be any religious factions on the seats, and then somebody else takes a and as you're like walking past this debate, just almost as if like an explosion of emotion, like literally breaks out into this brawl. Yeah, like something is absolutely like all of them pop. And what would be an ordinarily like regular debate, it could be heated and a little emphatic, breaks out into this huge brawl. Absolute brawl. People scrapping, people screaming, right? As the guards like rush over, and I'm going to assume because you are trying not to get in trouble, don't necessarily dive over there and get involved.
The guards are that close, no.
But yeah, as guards sort of move over, in amongst them, you see that there are, like, we would recognize like the adjudicators because they wear like this very austere kind of helmet and that kind of stuff. This adjudicator walks over to the other side of the cantina and grabs this guy who was sitting by himself, and she yoinks him like off his cushion, knocking over like anything that was on his table. The guards are in there like batoning people. It's a full-on brawl. And the adjudicator, and they must, like in Judge Dredd, have some sort of system where they can tap into the PA in the area. And she kind of connects to this, and sort of whatever the square, she calls out something or other, like Plaza citizens, your attention. The spread of the mystic disease infiltrates us all. You should be on your guard for those that have this disease. And she forces this guy onto his knees and shoots him. Straight up shoots him. And people scream. the brawl, whether it was because she's just murdered someone in the plaza, or because, as she says, there was some sort of mystic force going on, stops.
I was gonna say, normal people.
Let's get inside.
And almost as if, like, Silsila was right, people do start, like, running. The guards begin arresting folks who they've decided look like mystics. And it's like a shit show of stuff going on. Silsila.
Gives us the cover we need to get inside, though.
Where do you meet Yusuf?
I don't know that we are. He's gone to a prayer meeting.
Yeah. So
You know, he's got to stay for donuts and Kool-Aid afterwards.
Yeah, we would be expecting to have a booth.
okay, so in the that's where. So
yeah, I think we'd go there, order 3 meals, book a room, so we've got an excuse to go back there for the 10 bear it'll cost us, or whatever.
yeah, it's probably only like 100 bear. Things are quite expensive on Coriolis. All right, so you book in downstairs. You look for the person who normally, like, you pay your ship rent to. She's not there. The grumpy old man that's normally with her, he's not there. And the cute sort of college student, she's not there either. Zelian, Nur, and Kashar are not there, is what I've just said.
Yeah.
Anybody didn't get it. Carvus was probably leading meditation somewhere. I don't know. It's quite quiet here. They look a bit confused at why people actually want to come and eat here, because they obviously make an effort not to make good food. And they genuinely seem quite on edge here. That these 2 randos have just come in. Like, it's definitely got the vibe of, you should know who we are to be able to come and eat here. But literally, there's no law that says I can't serve you. Well, there probably is, but that made me calling the guards, and I don't want to do that. It's that vibe.
So, guys, I'm going to go and ask for the people that I rent the ship off. Hopefully, dropping those names will take the edge out of the atmosphere here. If not, then I guess, well, we'll see what happens, eh?
I think I'll manage.
Yeah. The noodles are shitty.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on really eating them very much. I was thinking of manipulating the shit out of these people into them telling us what we need to know.
Okay, cool. Good.
All right, so if we go over, I'll start asking about the people, start a conversation with whoever I'm not talking to, and take it from there.
Yeah, I'll do my bit back here. You do your bit over there. It'd be great.
Cool.
All right, so who starts? Who do we start with? Silsila?
Your choice, Shanaz.
You go ahead, because you've got the more legitimate reason for being here.
Okay. So I'm gonna go up to the bar and like pull out like wave a transact around, say, hey, I need to, I'm looking for, and then I'll give the name of the people that I rent the ship from.
Okay. Probably not Kashar. She's probably got a different name.
Yeah.
The bar worker, like the hotel worker, she looks at you and is like, oh, they've gone off station for a bit. Do you like, we don't take money for them?
No,
Can you transfer it?
I sort of need to them. There was a bit of an accident with the ship.
Well, they have a box. I could put a note in the box.
Oh, okay, sure, yeah. Yeah, okay. They're not made any arrangements to come back or anything, or because they're definitely going to want to know like pretty soon what I've got to.
I need you to make a Mystic Powers roll.
Hey, me?
Yes, roll your empathy.
Okay. So for the record, I have an empathy of 2 with a mystic powers of nothing. So here we go. Ah, that's a 6.
Please, can I have 4d6?
Oh.
Why am I using Kishar's voice? Kirsch's voice. Why am I using Kirsch's voice?
Okay.
I need
I
to.
did not expect to get a success then.
No. Where is that? Okay, so
That's quite tight.
yeah, because I've just done a thing at you.
Yeah.
All right, so you definitely feel like I don't know whether Yusuf's mind walked into Silsila before.
Yeah.
There's definitely that level of like pressure that kind of happens when you know weird mystic shit is going on.
Okay.
What it is, you're not sure. But after a moment, like this teenager, this kid behind the bar, behind the desk, is like they change because they, at least in their like reading it, or Shanaz's reading it, like they're now sort of less guarded around you. You do know this person that you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Whether this mystic who's just tried to read your mind is not good enough to have got the whole sort of story, or whether resisted it, but they at least you know you've come here with a level of truth that they're now like, all right, okay, he's not a cop.
Well, I'm afraid I'm going to throw Yusuf's flaw, no, Silsila's flaw right into the middle of this now.
Okay.
If they're close enough to touch, I'm just going to reach out and just like put my hand on their arm and say, my friend does that as well.
And she takes a moment and she's like, okay, look,
Indeed, we're all friends here. Da 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 da. Swooping in.
Yeah.
On the rope of social skills.
She looks at like Shanaz in like a look. I wasn't like, I know it's rude, but we're covering for a lot here.
Understood. You need to relax. Don't worry, we're here to help.
Yeah. Okay. Look, we
Do you want to try again?
genuinely a moment of confusion. Look, no, we your friend, no, my friend, our friend, like she's now out of her depth. Our friend, they've gone down to Kua. Nur said she wanted to go and see the Children of the Song. A lot of us have got friends who've gone down to Kua with them.
We understand there's someone else here who needs to get to Kua quietly as well. Perhaps a guest of the establishment who might need a rapid trip off station, perhaps one that could be done off the books without raising too much fuss. Things in the street are getting rather heated. We know that it must be very difficult for you to keep such important guests quiet in an establishment such as this. So we'd like to support you by assisting in getting them out of any danger they might be in, perhaps also anyone with them who might be in any danger, especially given the particularly harsh measures currently being taken by local law enforcement against those who, and I don't mean this unkindly, my dear, but your maneuver was somewhat clumsy.
Make an observation roll.
That Naz, both of us.
Both of you, or one of you can aid the other. Whoever's better at it.
We got 6.
Really, that's pretty good. I would roll 5, so you roll them.
All right, so Shanaz
That's why I rolled through the dice, so you definitely.
Yeah, Shanaz roll 7.
Oh, right. Hang on.
That's
That is 4 successes.
Okay, so
X-ray vision.
with like maybe a nudge from Silsila, this girl, she's clearly going to press some sort of silent alarm or a notification of something. As they're dealing with this, Yusuf, at some point in the past 20 minutes, you've gone, shit, I'm going to be late. This is really lovely, but... Oh, can't hear you.
So the people all praying, they're all chanting.
Mm-hmm.
Can I tell that they are mystic?
Yeah.
are.
there's a whole bunch of like mystic
Sure.
energy going in the room right now.
Okay. Well, I'm going to say to them, and I'll get one of them, right? And I'll
Mhm.
look at them.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, right, I reckon I know you now.
And
So
they
there's a
too are like,
transport-
yeah, I know you
There's a
too.
transport heading to Kua
We
in the next shift or two.
want, yes, yeah. We've heard the call to Kua as well. Yes, we should all go. You
I'm
should
gonna
come with
find
us.
out where it is, and I'll tell you where it is.
Yes. Oh yes. And then like somebody else like on the other end is like, oh, you're gonna get us to Kua, almost like talking to this person has just travelled through the sort of thing.
Yeah.
Hive mind, how lovely.
Yeah, they've
That's
been a
cool.
bit weird. It's a bit
Yeah, that's fine.
Are they
like
going to add your biological and technological
Technological-
distinctiveness to their own?
They can try, baby.
This feels like I said it in the chat, but Mass Effect Reaper vibes here, bro.
and this person, the one you've sort of like got the attention of, is like, I couldn't afford the burr to get down, and it looked too dangerous to. We were just going to stay here. Well, you should come
Not
with
safe.
us.
It's not safe here.
Thank
By
you.
tomorrow, there will be tyranny once again.
I believe
So,
the machine icon will return the horizon to balance.
we can but hope.
And
God
they,
helps them who help themselves.
yeah, and they like
Yeah.
there's like through the sort of group of them, they're like, Yusuf's going to get us to Kua. He's got a trip.
And
that
I'll
kind of
take
stuff.
my machine icon talisman off
Mhm.
and give it to that person, put it in their hand and say, now I have two ways to find you. And I'll leave.
And you can like they're all really
and run
excited.
out the door and I'm like, shit, I'm late for dinner. I gotta go.
They're all really excited to go to Kua like sometime in the next day. Like really, really excited.
Yeah.
Shaddy's not going to be at all pissed off with us, is she?
Got
Hi,
this,
Shaddy.
got
Brought
this
a bunch of
50
mystics.
mystics with
I
me.
think Shaddy's
Yeah.
weird. Like, Shaddy has lots of money, normally equals lots of input. But all she wants to do is tell the stories. I'm like, Shaddy, do you have a hidden angle here? Is there something going on where you're behind the scenes? Are we.
No, it's wanting to act but not feeling able to. She wants to be able to do something. So she's
You've got protection
resigned
from
herself
someone,
to
though,
the
right?
position of information.
Yeah, but like completely opposed to all of the establishment and
Yeah.
but somehow managing to maintain fabulous personal wealth. It's interesting.
Probably not going to last much longer, though.
No. It's all coming down.
All right. So
right, I'll hot foot it over.
so
to you
as
guys.
you're hot footing it through a plaza, there's some sort of suspicious looking hacko street sweeper going over a dirty spot in the plaza outside. It looked quite ominous how empty it is. There's definitely an emotional resonance in this area for those with mystic powers. As you sort of head that way, you see. Actually, no. Make me an observation roll. That will tell me what you.
Nothing.
All right. So you see Mira's Mawa up ahead. Do you want to push the roll as you get closer? Or are you good
yeah,
with, you good with that?
let's push the roll. Here we go. You get yourself a darkness point. You just wanted 6. You can do
I
something
just
horrible.
wanted 6
aren't
back. I just, I've got 1 mystic point. I spent it. Nothing. Excellent.
Well solved, though. Well solved.
Excellent. Yeah, so there is this, as you hoof through the plaza, there is
you?
this.
I run into 10 Legion soldiers ready to take me down.
No, but there is this weird resonance, like this weird
Okay. Yeah.
fear and
I get like a
melancholy.
little, ugh.
Yeah, chills along your spine as you run through this plaza. It throws you off guard. You're late anyway. You bundle into the Mawar. You can see Silsila and Shanaz at the bar, and this girl behind it. And it's at that point where the pair of you have just sort of realised she's about to press a silent alarm. So what does Shanaz do, or do you know?
Hey guys, sorry I'm late.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
The transport broke down.
What
I
happened?
think pressing a silent alarm might actually be helpful at this stage, as far as Shanaz would be concerned, because it'd get out someone with more of an ability to talk to.
Okay.
We should just say do that because we want to talk to them.
All right. So
Have
you.
we-
So
have
I'll
we
say
found-
to
have
if
we
you need
found
to
them?
press the silent alarm, go right ahead. We need to talk to someone further up anyway.
She looks a little bit shocked, a little bit panicked. Then Yusuf comes in and goes,
Where's the judge?
"Where's the where's the stuff going on?" Like that.
Oh, this is my friend I was telling you about.
And then
Ask the band.
Yeah, the
I
walls
need-
explode.
can I just look at
That-
your?
That's when the 10 Legion soldiers do kick the door down.
Yeah, with
Um,
their flame death
Pariah
cannon. So what was that
power
gun you had, Graham?
I still have it, the thermal
Oh,
rifle.
you still got it? Okay, cool.
No one's
cool.
taken it off me.
you cannot be walking around Coriolis with a thermal rifle.
That's why I got the license talent, so that I
That's
could-
like the
It's
eraser
fine.
gun, isn't it? That Arnold Schwarzenegger has.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
like that
I have
kind
a
of thing.
normal sniper rifle as well.
You must be walking around with a duffel bag then, Silsilla, because
I have a
nobody
normal sniper rifle.
during Pilgrimaria.
Okay, so like it's one running shot.
I've got a Barrett like 50 over my shoulder. No one's
It
going to worry
breaks
about
down
that. are
into
they?
a briefcase.
I need everybody to make a survival wit roll.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Oh,
No,
Oh.
I shouldn't have spent.
look
I
at
should
that.
have spent 2.
Haven't we got the survivors?
This is not a natural.
Damn it. I'm carrying on the tradition of trying to blag that talent in any way we
Well,
can.
Have we ever used it successfully?
I got 2
the
successes.
swamp.
I've only
You
got
used it in
3
the swamp.
dice, but I got 2 successes.
Well,
I got none.
I
I
love
got
these
none
dice.
as well.
Anyone mind if I push?
Yeah,
I
I'll
push
do the
the
same.
roll?
But if you're
Yeah,
going to
let's
push,
do
then
that.
I'll do it as well because
Yeah.
I've dropped that one.
Yay! I get my points back.
2's not enough for me to save you, is it?
No, I haven't told you what it is, but
Oh damn it! I just rolled a whole bunch of ones.
okay.
I got nothing as well.
All right,
Ooh, right
Shanaz.
together.
So we'll maybe let you use your extra success. So as you stand there, let me see if I can bring up a picture. I have got a picture of the Mawar. I will put it in our chat so you can look for next week. So up, see where it says 3 meters, and then
Yes.
there is the bit that says ground floor.
Yeah.
That's the sort of Mawar area that's got the booths and places to sit in. So there's the front door where Silsilla came
Okay.
back, and then there's another set of doors that leads into this garden, right?
Mm-hmm.
From that door into the garden, let me just that's so I can. From that door that comes from a garden, like a shadow drops,
Oh dear.
and some stun grenades come in. So Shanaz is not going to be stunned, possibly because she's, I don't know, looking away, but leaning over, able to pull a veil over her head or
She's
something.
got nictitating membranes on her eyes that just
Yeah, just biosculpting. Who do you help not to be stunned?
Can I use the dancer's talent and then spend both of my successes, one on each of them? Because the dancer's talent gives me an automatic dodge of something.
Automatic dodge of.
Yeah. Where is it? It'd be like on 70-ish, wouldn't it? Or 57 or something like that.
see like Neo when he picks up Morpheus
just like
and
swirl your cape
friend
around
on the
you.
top of the
And-
exploding trucks in
Dancer's talent, evade an incoming attack taking no damage. Can choose to activate it after a successful attack roll before you roll any cover or armor dice. So can I use that and then spend the successes to save them?
Oh, okay. I
You get a
see.
darkness point.
Yeah, I see what
and
you mean. Like
the talent saves me,
successes, the talent
and then
saves
the
you, and the
successes save them.
successes save them. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. I was like, what extra? Because that's the gambler's talent that you're talking about there.
Yeah,
I was
no,
confused.
Shanaz is so nimble, so graceful that as anything starts happening, she's already in motion and probably kung fu's a little bit of the two of them to get them out of a range of any trouble.
Okay. All right. So there is this like drop of shadow. Some stuff flies into the room. Much like when they switch on the spotlights when you're on stage singing, you are able to deal with it. some sort of spinning, swirling. Still, Scylla's head is pushed one way, and a veil is thrown towards Yusuf another way. So they're not disorientated. You can't hear the girl behind the bar who is screaming, like, because obviously there's explosions. We can't.
Sorry, love, didn't get enough successes for you.
Cover everything, but she is screaming. And I think the last thing we sort of get this session is this is the Azkaban. Remain where you are. And next week we'll obviously have some sort of a fight.
So before next week, if you don't want me to have the thermal rifle, that is okay because it is powerful as hell.
But I'm just a bit like it's like a big. Think about walking with a thermal rifle
You're
through
hanging around
Mardi
in the
Gras,
gardens with it. Yeah.
and
I mean, you could, but it'd have to be broken up and in a briefcase and take a couple of turns to build. So
yeah,
I don't mind. I literally
it'd be
have
down-
the sniper
hunkered
rifle
down
I
for a
had
while.
before we had that, the thermal rifle and the accelerated pistol. But I have to have them all on me. And if the licensed talent doesn't cover a
No,
thermal rifle, then
you'll be licensed to carry weapons. What I'm saying is, like, people will not just
They will
let you
challenge
walking
you.
around with a big old sniper rifle or a big thermal. So the accelerated pistol is fine, but like Ben said, either the sniper or the thermal is probably just like the barrel's taken off and it's in a suitcase or in a one of those murder rolls of weapons or whatever, stuck on a wheelchair like Alien Memina. But you won't get arrested if somebody stops you and they go, "You've got a gun." Yeah, and
yeah,
like
I don't mind with the answers. I just saying.
you genuinely could not be walking through Mardi Gras with a sniper rifle on your shoulder. So
I mean, everyone has guns on Coriolis. So
no, they don't. That's the point.
Sort of thing. Okay.
That's the point.
Half the people here are spies. Of course, we have guns.
These people bursting in the room have got guns. Maybe
These
we
pe-
need to take their guns away.
They do have guns.
Probably
we know the Azkaban have good guns, so
Yeah.
But the
Oh, did I
first
say
one forgot
Azkaban?
to
I
put a
didn't mean
magazine in
this.
his gun.
I didn't mean Azkaban. I meant Judicar. Adjudicators. Sorry, it's the police
oh,
force.
great, yeah.
Not the Azkaban. I keep getting them confused in my head. My apologies. Yeah, next week we'll have a fight with the pigs.
Piss off, roses.
Thank you very much for joining us on YouTube. I'm pleased to say this will be available so easily afterwards, unless you're on the podcast, which I can only apologise for.
Which case,
Don't apologise for the podcast itself.
Not but just the uploading and the general timeliness of it. I appreciate your things.
2027.
If you are listening on the podcast, you probably heard already. Pete, tell us about Heroic Deeds.
Heroic Deeds is a goal-based heroic fantasy role-playing game where you go out on explorations, do fantastic montage journeys, delve into dungeons, and undertake heroic deeds to level up your character. So yes, check it out. There's a link somewhere around.
There'll be a link around. Go and probably take part in the Kickstarter that's already happening when you're listening to this.
Throughout February
or
of 2024.
2024, indeed. Awesome. The Heroic Deeds is on Thursday, right?
It is on Thursday, yes.
What happens
they've
on Wednesday
assaulted-
instead? Tell me on Wednesday.
Wednesday we don't have this week, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
Yes, there's been some...
Yeah, Wednesday's been abolished.
Yes.
Oh, we're just
We
not
don't
doing
have
the whole
Wednesday
day.
at all.
Everybody
We're
just skips straight to Thursday.
Straight
Yeah.
to Thursday.
We
Excellent.
have,
What's happening
we
on
have
Thursday?
we have no Marvel tomorrow, unfortunately, but we do have Heroic Deeds on Thursday, where the assault on the keep will be completed.
Oh, nice.
They were battling a manticore. It's been really good to play through that campaign, actually, because I've had to come up and design the monsters using my system, and it's been working really well. The Hydra a few episodes ago was a particularly good fun because I had to have a cluster monster where
Oh,
they have
yeah.
lots of tokens for the one creature. So that was a lot of fun.
Awesome. That's everything. What else do we need to share with folk? We talked about Heroic Deeds. We talked about what's on Garblag. Come and visit us on the Discord. There's some fun stuff going on there.
Links below.
Links below.
Yeah.
That's so easy now. They're just down there. I don't have to remember. Excellent.
Mhm.
And